Hey everybody, welcome back to MaJ. It's been a while since we've done this, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. We're back into it though. It's an exciting one, summer special number 3. So today we're gonna make something special. I don't know what it is, but I need you to explain it.
You don't know what it is? Well, I think you do, but you'll let everybody know.
Of course.
We're having a super cool episode today. Hey everybody, it has been a while since Mateo said we're glad to be back. We're going to do something we've never ever cooked before in this house, ever, and we've cooked like thousands of different things. We're doing rabbit today. Beautiful summer day, we're sitting poolside, and what better than to put something different and unique on the grill. We love our barbecue, we love our grill. We're going to try rabbit. So we have a nice rabbit that we actually just bought from the supermarket.
Yep.
And some supermarkets will actually, the butcher will actually cut up into small pieces for you, some will not. I actually cut this up earlier today. I'm going to go over in a little bit just what I marinated with this with and then what we're going to do with it. But what else do we have here, Mateo?
Okay, so over here we got a bunch of stuff. So we got some peppers. They're nice big red ones. I'm not sure what they're called.
The shepherd peppers.
Shepherd peppers.
So it's like late August. Shepherd peppers are in season. They are one of my favorite peppers. So flavorful, so sweet. We're gonna grill those. What's next? What do we got next?
Okay, so then we, as a side we have asparagus. All I've done is just trimmed off the dry ends. I've kind of shaved it off a little bit, kind of thin, nice and small. And then we've got a bunch of them. We're gonna make something nice with it. We got some Parmesan cheese. And
we have some garlic powder there, we have some black pepper, a little olive oil. That's just going to go, we're going to mix the asparagus in that. That's going to go in the oven. We're going to roast that just about towards the end. So we're going to serve that on our plate. And then we have some potatoes. So all I've done here is we just have a couple of baking potatoes. I've just sliced them all kind of uniform, about not even a 1/4 inch thick. And we're actually going to marinate those, season them really well. They're going to go on the grill. So really interesting way to do potatoes. That's going to go really nicely with this meal. And then we have the start. So the start is the rabbit. And all I've done here is I've just seasoned it about 2 hours ago. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic, some olive oil. That's all I put onto it. And we're actually, once it's grilled, we're going to make this really tasty dressing that we're going to drizzle over the grilled rabbit. So we're going to see how that's going to turn out.
Hopefully.
So Mateo, you got your ingredients here for this dressing. What's all right? So for our dressing that we'll put onto our rabbit after it's grilled, we've got about a cup, 1/4 cup of olive oil, a tablespoon of lemon juice, like 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, a few chili flakes. We have here, we'll just turn this over. We have some minced garlic. There's about 1/2 teaspoon there. And then we have some fresh oregano that Mateo's chopped up very fine. There's about a teaspoon there. So all that's going to get mixed together. We're going to do that actually soon, so it actually kind of builds flavors. And then once we're done grilling, we're just going to drizzle that over. And then we have our little marinade for our potatoes, right? So we have a little bit of smoked paprika. That's about 1/2 teaspoon. Some minced garlic, some black pepper, some salt. And some olive oil. We're going to probably dash it with a little bit of Tabasco sauce just to give it a little bit of a kick. So I think we need to start to get some things seasoned and ready for the grill.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
let's do it. Okay, so we're on to our potatoes. We got all our potatoes, like my dad said, nice and kind of thick, kind of thin, but it looks nice. So we're just going to get all our ingredients inside of it. So we got our olive oil, put it in. Next up, we got all of our seasonings. Just pop it all in one.
Great. I'll take that from you, pal. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then we got a wooden spoon that we'll mix it all together. So all I'm gonna do.
All right, so just get all of those different seasonings. You want to get everything nice and combined. You might actually want to get in there with your hands.
I might have to.
Yeah, you want to get in there with your hands. It's usually the best way to do it. Get everything kind of all mixed together. So while you're doing that, Mateo, I've got a little bit of Tabasco. I'm gonna hit that just with a couple of dashes of that. It's gonna give it a little bit of a kick. Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm actually going to get our dressing ready for our rabbit, okay? So the rabbit's going to go on the grill, that's ready to go. Here are our ingredients here, so we're just going to put in the olive oil here. We have the lemon juice. There's no real particular order as to what goes first. We got our garlic, so we'll pop that in. We got our chili, we'll pop that in. We have our black pepper, we're going to put that in. And we'll do our salt. All right, and then what's really going to be a nice flavor here is fresh oregano. We love using fresh oregano. It's going to go really nicely with this. So that goes there. I'm going to get myself a little tiny little whisk, and we're just going to whisk all this together. All right, so just like that. So you can see how it's just a nice little, very light dressing. And again, that's just going to sit and build some flavor as it sits with all these nice seasonings together. And that's going to be really tasty, I think, afterwards, okay?
Yep.
So we'll just kind of set that aside there for now. How those potatoes look?
Look good.
They look great.
So everything's all combined like before.
All right.
Like I was saying, everything's all awesome. We're all ready to go.
So I think we have to do things in stages here. The rabbit's not going to take too long on the grill, but we do have to kind of give ourselves some time. So I think the potatoes, I think we're going to put on first. We're going to put some foil onto the grill. The grill is ready to go, and we're just going to just roast those really nicely on the grill. They're going to come off, we'll hot hold them, and then we'll start with our rabbit. We'll get our peppers going, and this will all come together really quick. So let's get out to the grill.
Let's do it.
All right, we're at the grill. So we've got our potatoes here, like we said, inside. I'm just going to give them one last toss. I've got some foil that I put onto the grill. It's a little bit windy here, so we're going to, hopefully the foil doesn't blow off, but I think we'll do okay. So I'm just going to set these, just layer them right on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Stay there, all right. It's really hot. All right, okay, that's good. That's not going to go anywhere now. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to just layer these on this nice hot foil. And the reason why I'm using foil, Mateo, is so that the potatoes don't fall through the grates. So we just want to, again, we're just going to roast these really nicely. The grill's going to be nice and hot. These are going to take a few minutes, and we're going to be careful that we don't burn them. So the heat's going to be kind of medium-high, I would say. And we're probably going to toss them quite a few times, just so that we make sure we don't burn the outside and the potato then is raw in the center. So we want to make sure we have a nicely cooked potato. All right, so we'll get these on. All right. Those two there. We're going to retain some of this marinade here. We have some leftover marinade. I'm going to get a brush. And what we'll do is we'll baste as we go, just so that we can keep adding flavor. Starting to smell really good, Mateo.
Yeah.
So these will be about 10 minutes, I would say. Like I said, we're going to flip them in a little bit. I'm going to just close that lid. We'll be right back. All right, so potatoes are cooking nice. They're sizzling. I've just got a little brush here. Just going to brush a little bit of this marinade on top, just like that on each one. And they're not quite ready to flip yet, but we're just again, we're just going to baste as we go. They're sizzling really nicely. There'll eventually be a really nice color and a nice crust on them. And again, we want to keep the flavors high. So I think once I'm done here, Mateo, with just giving these a little bit of a brush, I think I'm going to throw those peppers on, and we'll get those going. So we have our shepherd peppers here. Really have nothing on them. Just going to put them right on the grill. They're so flavorful this time of year because they are in full season. So these are just going to roast very nicely. So I'm going to put skin side down to start. These won't take long. This will be a really nice garnish with our dish once we're all set. So the lid comes down. We're going to flip these in a couple of minutes. We'll be right back to do that.
Okay, so we're on to our asparagus. So all we're going to do, we got our nice asparagus here. All we're going to do, pick up a bunch, put over here, bunch, put over here.
Get this pan lined with some aluminum foil, so that'll be good for the oven, right? So you're going to roast these in the oven, or are you doing these outside?
Yeah, we're going to do them in the oven.
In the oven, okay.
And it's going to look very, very nice.
Okay.
We're splatting them real quick. Then we got all of our seasonings. So we're just going to do our olive oil.
Just drizzle that all over, right? Okay.
Yeah, because we're actually going to mix it with our hands after
okay,
too.
okay.
So it'll be, got our Parmesan cheese. We'll do that at the end though. We'll start off with our pepper and our garlic powder, and we're not going to add salt because our Parmesan cheese has so much salt in it.
Good call.
So
yeah.
I think it's just better for us not to use that.
Good call. All right.
Seems pretty good enough.
Pretty
and
good.
We got our Parmesan cheese.
Oh, that looks really good. That's going to be tasty. This is usually how we do asparagus at home. Lots of ways to do asparagus. We just started doing it with Parmesan cheese, a little garlic powder, a little olive oil. Really simple, but it really is a nice way to do it.
Yeah, for sure. It also tastes awesome.
Yeah, some people like to boil them. We've also done them on the grill as well.
Yeah.
But they can get finicky on the grill. Sometimes they burn too quickly. So in the oven, we can control the heat. And these don't take long. So I think they're going to go in the oven in a little bit, right? Because
Yeah.
we still have a few things that we've got to do. We actually go outside. I think we got to flip those potatoes, so you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And then when we're a little close, we'll pop these in the oven, 425, 450. 7 to 10 minutes, that's all it takes.
Yep.
And so I think we need to go to the grill. Let's do that.
let's
Okay.
Okay, so we're back at the grill. We're just gonna start flipping our stuff because it does need flipping. We're gonna start off with our peppers. Beautiful grill marks. Looks awesome. Flip all of them. Because all these peppers have a lot of water, so it's kind of gonna not dry out, but it's gonna make the skin look nice and black.
Smells really good.
So we're
all right. Oh, look at that.
Our potatoes. Our potatoes have so much color already. After being on for maybe only like what, 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
It hasn't quite been that long.
But at least it looks like that. So
that's some great color, Mateo. Great color.
Beautiful. They look
That's
awesome.
what we want.
On the super hot grill.
All right, so let's get those all flipped, and then I think we'll get some nice marinade on those sides, and we're probably about halfway there with those.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So these are looking beautiful so far. All of these have beautiful color so far after being on the grill. So I'm very happy with these. These are beautiful little barbecue chips. Okay, last two. 1, 2, okay. And this one right here. Boom.
Okay, let's get some marinade on them with that brush.
Okay, yep. Got our little pastry brush.
All right. And then I'm going to go inside as you're doing that just to get a plate, because I think those peppers, they got to come off. Okay, we don't want them to burn. Okay, so we'll be right back. All right, potatoes are done. We're going to pull them off. And these are going to sit nicely on the side. We'll kind of keep them warm. But these are beautifully roasted. I think we did a good job with these, Mateo. What do you think?
They look awesome so far.
So we're just going to pull those off real quick. Going to remove this foil. And then the grill is ready for the star of our show today. So we're going to get our rabbit on really quickly. The grill's going to stay kind of medium hot. We're going to tend to it pretty regularly because again, this is the first time that we're doing this, right? So we're not quite sure how it's going to go, but we're going to try our best. And then we do have a couple of finicky eaters in the house, so we have a couple of pork chops too that we'll do aside next to the rabbit. But okay, so I'm going to take these inside. I'm going to bring the rabbit out, and we'll get that going.
Awesome.
All right, showtime. Rabbit is ready for the grill. Grill's nice and hot, and we're just going to set each of our pieces down. Now the pieces in a rabbit, they're very not uniform, which means that some pieces are going to cook faster than others. So I'm going to put some of these thinner pieces on the cooler part of the grill, and some of these thicker pieces like the leg and the thigh over on the hotter side of the grill. So there's not a lot of fat in rabbit, so we are going to have to be a little careful here, and I hope that it doesn't stick, but we'll see how that goes. There. Just give that a nice sear. All right, couple pieces left. All right. And there we go. So we're just going to leave that for a few minutes. We'll probably leave it maybe 3-4 minutes before we flip and give it a nice sear, like I said. And we'll see how it goes. So we'll be back in a sec. All right. Let's see how we're doing. I think we got some good color on this rabbit here. Let's see. Oh, Mateo, look at that.
That looks awesome.
It's pretty good, eh? It's smelling good too. All right, this is great. So now we're going to move everything, now that we're flipping, over to this side of the grill. And we're going to make room for our pork. Just get everything nice and close together. All right. We'll sear the other side, and then we will be flipping it pretty regularly. I think this is going to need maybe another 10-12 minutes. And then we'll do a temperature check. We want to cook this like chicken, so about 174, 175. And this is great. This is really nice. This is really looking nice. Really happy so far. Okay. All right, so we will be back. We're just going to tend to this. I think by the time we come back, we'll have this rabbit all nice and grilled and ready for that really tasty dressing that we have. And once that happens, we're ready to put all this together. I think once we go inside, Mateo, we've got to put our asparagus in the oven because we are about 10 minutes away, so that by the time we take this off and we have it dressed, everything's ready to go and we can plate. So
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
All right, I think the rabbit's ready, Mateo. Time to pull it off. And look at this. Let's zoom in on that. Look how nice and grilled each of these pieces are here. We still have a couple more that are going here. We got our pork chop. We're going to pull those off soon as well. So we're going to pull these off, and then it's inside. Set the plates up. Everything's ready to go. Then it's our favorite part. What's that?
Plating and tasting.
Plating and tasting. We'll be right back, and we'll be tasting this rabbit in no time.
Okay.
All right, here we are.
Yeah.
It all came together.
Looks awesome.
It always does come together,
Always.
doesn't it?
Always.
It's a lot of work, a lot of frenzy. We're back and forth. We're inside and outside. Super fun.
Yeah.
Now let's put this thing together, okay? So first thing is we have our rabbit. It's been resting for a little bit, so I'm just going to set the pieces of, so I haven't put the dressing on yet, so we're going to do that next, right? So we're just going to set this here on this little serving platter here, and we'll serve this actually for dinner because it is time for dinner anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we'll just set all those little pieces there. All right, just like that. All right. Nice even layer like so. We'll put that guy there. Okay, now we have our really nice dressing that we made here, right?
Yeah.
This has just been sitting here, so I'm just going to, just with my spoon, just really nice and easy, and just coat all of that with that really nice olive oil, some nice fresh oregano, some lemon juice. All right, let's save a little bit of that for the plate. And there's our beautiful rabbit. So that's how we serve it. So I think just for the purpose of kind of wrapping up our episode today, we got to taste this stuff, right?
For sure.
Okay, so first thing we have our potatoes here. So I'm just going to put a few of these potatoes here just for a little sampler plate like so. We'll just set those there. I have a nice pepper here. And we'll just set that like that, okay? And let's just grab, let's see what piece of rabbit we're going to take. Let's just take this little piece over here, okay? Awesome. We'll just set that there, okay? Do a couple of sprigs of asparagus. We'll do one on your side, one on my side. All right, have a little bit of that dressing, and we're just going to kind of drizzle it around the plate like so. All right, what do you say?
It looks so good.
Put a little bit more of that oil on top of that. All right, there we have it, folks.
There we go.
There is our grilled rabbit with roasted shepherd pepper, some nice barbecue grilled potatoes, some roasted asparagus, and I think it's time. What do you think of that plate? It looks good, eh?
Looks awesome.
Okay, let's dig in. Let me cut you a little piece. You can have the honors, sir. So I will cut you a little piece of the rabbit. And there you are there. And there's your asparagus. And there's your pepper. And there's your potato.
There we go.
And there you go, okay, because I have the knife here, right? So I'm going to cut myself a little piece as well. I hope you enjoyed it, Mateo, because it was a lot of fun to prepare it with you. All right.
Oh, wow.
Bon appetit. Let's see.
Wow. That is so good.
You never had rabbit before?
Never.
What do you think of that?
It's awesome.
Delicious?
It's awesome. Tastes awesome. Smells awesome. Awesome.
Boom.
Boom.
That was a lot of fun. That is actually really, really good. So highly recommend if you're courageous enough and you want to try preparing rabbit at home on the grill. 2 thumbs up from these 2 guys.
Awesome.
I think that's a wrap, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Awesome.
So I had a lot of fun.
Me too. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. And there we go.
We will be back again. Enjoy, everybody.
See ya.